Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Behind the Frame by MS. My name is Mayowa, also known as MS, and I have here with me my co-host, which is Mr. Oluwanefemi.
My name is Oluwanifemi.
And we have here in our studio today a prominent person in the industry of entertainment and media. So we have this man is into photography, cinematography, car dealer, and also general merchant. He also is the CEO, the founder of Quara Got Talent, in person of Mr. Rotimi Akolade. You're welcome to the show today, Mr.
Welcome, sir.
Rotimi.
We are honored to have you, sir.
We are
Thank
honored
you
to have
so
you, sir.
much. It's good to be
We
here.
really appreciate your kind gesture
Thank you so much.
from your schedule. You just give us
I
your time.
appreciate
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today, we want to talk about fear. Fear of being successful. Fear of prayer. Fear in every areas of life. Because one thing we have learned in life that for you to do a new thing, there is something we call fear. Yoruba call it eru. Eru. Ẹni tó wá máa ṣe nǹkan rere láyé tó bá máa take a new step, a bold step, ẹ̀rù á wá láti grip ẹ̀ to draw that person back. And we know you as a young and a successful man in this age. How are you able to overcome this fear that Yoruba call ẹ̀rù? And for you to navigate it, and there's another says, for example, like this, we that we are not born with silver spoon. Our tá àbí nílé ọ̀rọ̀. If you want to take a new step, there will be a challenge of how I'm going to do it. Today, we want you to encourage the folks out there, the young ones out there. How can they overcome the challenges?
Thank you. I want to ask, what first drew you to creating?
To creating viewers all over the world, I say good day to everyone. Thank you, my host. Creating, after my secondary school in 2010, actually, I was based in Ilorin. So my mom was in Lagos. So whenever she comes back with some pictures as a clergy woman. She comes back with pictures, fine pictures as at then. I mean, to far back as 2008, 2009. Come back with fine pictures. Then in 2008, I asked her, Mommy, how much did you snap this picture? She said 1,000 naira. 2008. When every other person was taking like maybe 13 naira, 15 naira. She was snapping 1,000 naira. So now the beauty of the picture, then the price attracted me. The money 1,000, like 1,000 then is about 10,000 value. Like
yes, now
1,000, you can do a lot of things with 1,000.
Yes.
At least 1,000, you can buy fowl, you can buy make a soup, make delicious meal at least for a whole day. So I decided to go to Lagos, follow her to Lagos in 2010 after my education to go and learn from that same person.
Just because of money?
No, not because of money. The work is really good. Like the work is really good compared to any other person.
Wow.
As at then in the whole of Kwara State, no other person, no other person like have that. As a clergy person, she wants to make calendar, she wants to make different things,
need to use
flyers for
photos,
church. She need quality pictures, so she did it from Lagos. So I have to follow her to Lagos to go and learn. So that's what drive me into that's what initiated the whole photography thing.
That means you get your passion from that beautiful things. That's from uniqueness.
Work.
Yes, I love it. Like it begins from love. You understand? Everything anyone want to start, anything you're doing, it has to start from your passion. Like you first love it. Then when you love it, then you now start driving towards it. So it has to start from love. If you don't love it, even your car that you are using, if you don't love it, you won't want to repair it if you get damaged. So that's where the fear comes from, is because you love it, you just want to go after it. So when fear comes, you follow, you just ignore it and follow because this is what you love.
Thank you. Can you share with us a moment where fear almost stopped you to follow that your creative line?
Actually, the fear, where have my fears is, in the early stage of my creative business, I have the fear of meeting up with customers, because we're quite much, we are plenty. So a lot of photographers, a lot of videographers. So the fear started from, how can I meet up with this person? So the first fear I had was when I got my first wedding job. That was in 2015. So I was so scared,
Like
the
how do I
first
want to
time.
do it?
I don't even know how to. I don't even know
Where to
much
start
about.
from?
I shall know that we're going to snap husband and wife. So that's the only thing I know. And is my gadget that I have then, is it able to produce what people have been doing?
One.
Yeah, this is something I've not done before. So the fear is that, how do I even do it to meet up with people who have already been taking weddings and all that? So did you ask if I was able to
How do you
overcome
push
this?
through? Yes, how do
So
you push
how I
through
was able to push through is just collaboration.
with other
I'm a
creative?
photographer upcoming. Anywhere I go, anytime I see anyone taking pictures or have bigger gadgets or have done something, I want to ask questions. I want to be their friend.
Network with them straight.
I have friends. So I decided to, the money I collected then, I decided to share with my friend who was a colleague and a bigger person in the industry. So we went there to do the shoot together. So in the process, I learned more. I overcome the fear of giving substandard to the customers who has actually paid high. So I was able to, bring in my guy to do the job. So while doing the job for me, I got to learn more. Different from me
Learning
just
in process.
so I learned in process. So I got the job, I gave the job to him, I got my cut. The job is done in my name. So I decided to learn and see, at least this is the first time they are starting a wedding and ending a wedding in my presence. You understand? So I was there as a photographer.
I think what I learned from this your experience is that as an upcoming, you must have this spirit of collaborating with people ahead of you.
Definitely.
That you must not be greedy.
No, not at all.
That, and you must have you must have a focus of how you want to become.
Yes,
They're also
exactly.
ready to
That,
learn.
and ready to learn and give out your best. Because if you are greedy with the money, say I don't know how much you collect.
As
For example now,
it was 150K.
you collect 150K.
Ah, that's big money. Oh.
That's big money that time.
2015 is just yesterday now.
And some of you said,
25.
and some of you said, you wan agbo lẹ́nu, a máa lọ yà bó ṣe máa yà ni. That one will have sent that customer away.
Yeah, of course.
So that's where that fear comes in again. As a creative, as a business person, there's a fear you need to have in your mind. The fear of going to jail and the fear of your name being damaged or your name being spoiled.
Going to jail in what sense?
No, going to jail, if you do a bad job,
You'll be responsible
you'll
for
be
it.
responsible for it. They will pick you up. So there are fears you overcome. There are fears you don't overcome them. There are fears. There are two types of fears. There's a fear you need to overcome. Oh, the fear of, can I do it? Let me try and break that barrier. Let me do it. So there's a fear you need to have in your, number one, you need to have the fear of God. So that fear should be there. So if you don't have the fear of God, there's no how you want to split your charge, what you have collected, you want to split with people, you understand, just to make sure that you do a good job. So there are two fears: the fear of limitation and the fear of God, and the fear of going to jail too. You need to have that fear.
Okay, me I will change the fear of that jail to fear of success.
Yes, fear of success.
Give your best.
You're giving your best
into it. Because one thing is that I don't know, but I believe that that wedding will have given you more work.
Definitely. Yes,
with
definitely.
the work. And one thing I've learned about one philosopher, he said it's good to have a good team. Nobody's an island of knowledge.
Yes.
That anything you are doing, you always look at someone that has more knowledge, better, and you can collaborate.
Bring them into your team. Yes.
I am very happy to see you doing that, and it's a very good stuff.
Thank you.
And as fear help you to create something deeper in your profession.
Yes, definitely. I've had several. Every stage in life, there are things to be afraid of. Every stage in life, just like let me put it this way: when you want to get married, you are afraid of choosing the wrong woman. That's fear number one. When you get married, you are afraid of, oh, I hope she will get pregnant. So the same thing happens to life.
That means in every areas of life there is always a fear.
There is always something to be afraid of. There is always something.
You can never free from fear.
Or for people that don't love greatness, but if everything in life is risk, so there's something to be afraid of. There is something to be afraid of. So you just have to face it and be bold enough to attack it. So
okay. How can someone summon an energy
Okay.
to overcome negative fears in life. Because for you to do a new thing, there is always a fear that comes.
I need to break it.
And how can you, and one thing I've learned about life, that anything you need to do, you need an energy, you need a strength. When fear comes on our way, as we upcoming, as we young boys like this, to make it in life, strive to make it in life, and you face one challenges or the other, fear grips you on the way, how can you summon the energy to conquer those fear?
Well, in as much as I don't want to be like the kind of gospel person, I will still
Okay.
say that to overcome all, number one, you need God. That's the first thing.
Yes.
Like using my, if I'm to use mine as an experience, there are so many
Spirituality.
there are things that are not ordinary. There are even if you have the capacity to go further, there are things holding you down. Might be from jealous friends, might be from people that do the same business with you, people that do the in the heart of man is the heart of man is full of
Of
evil.
evil.
So number one, you need to first take care of that spiritual part. So after taking care of that spiritual part, know that you have a God who is there for you. Then you now face the reality, because in life there's always a reality to face. So facing the reality is meditating always. You always think of how to look at the greatest people in Nigeria today. They are problem solvers.
Yeah.
I can mention, if you are permitted to mention, top business
Of course,
owners.
of course, of course.
If you mention somebody like Abdulsamad Rabiu, the CEO of Boa, he has up to, I can count 6 7 businesses. They have soap, they have spaghetti, they do indomie, they do sugar, they do salt, they cement.
Cement, yes.
So count it. They have rice. So they keep, and they're not done.
yeah.
Dangote the same thing. So Dangote just ventured into. So they have a lot of things they are doing. So you just have to have a problem, create a problem, and solve it. What is this problem that the cement is solving? We all know it. What is the problem that soap is solving? We all know it. I've been to the market to buy soap, but I don't go to the market with a list of the name of the soap I want to buy. Do you observe that when you go to the market, you want to go and buy soap to just quickly wash your plate, wash your clothes, you don't have a particular soap. Like I can say 70% don't have a particular soap.
Yes.
You can just give your child 500 naira, take, go and buy detergent,
Anything.
go and wash your clothes, whatever soap you meet at the market, you buy. That's where wealth comes from. Just solve a problem. So that's it. People just want to get it done. They are not particular about some kind of product. Do you understand? If you There are people who buy bags of rice. Do you get? There are people who buy bags of rice. There are people who buy bags of beans, and they know the brands they buy. But what about people who just buy a paint bucket? Oh, take money, take this 5,000, go and buy a paint bucket of rice. Are you asking the seller,
The
is
product.
this Bua or Dangote?
I could even say,
Just buy,
Just buy anything.
So that's where they
I
make
could
their
even
money.
say people that buy bags, then they don't even look at
They
names.
don't. They just say, is it short one?
One,
Somehow,
I only know
somehow,
the Google and the
now,
small.
is it a long drain or a
you
short
understand?
drain?
So,
Yes.
and those people
Green.
buying back, they are not as much as people just going to say,
So-
go and buy me 3 cups.
Yes.
There are many.
Yes.
So that's where people don't care. They just open it, just go there. Will you ask them, is this there are people who buy soap, this
Liquid soap.
Oshedidi, like
Okay.
Oshedidi,
Yes.
this blue
Blue soap.
comes in white
Omo.
now. Omo, like they just call it Omo. You won't go and ask who did it. So yes,
Yeah,
people did
yeah,
it. So
yeah,
just solve a problem. Then that's where the fear coming. You need to first be comfortable with yourself, within yourself. Then just get something to break. You need to break something
And before you can break something, you need to learn.
before you can break
mingle
something.
with
You
someone.
need to learn. So you
Go and
create
meet
a
someone that
problem,
is
then you
more
look
than
for
you.
solution. You imagine that problem, then you look for solution. That's how to make wealth.
I think what I could gather from what you are trying to say since is that for someone to have an energy to overcome fear, is that you must have create whatsoever you want to do in your head.
In your head, it begins with you.
It's not that
Let manifest
it's
out.
not that you just have an idea of what you want to do and you venture into it straight away without even create an event or a process you want how you want the ideas to be.
Yeah, that's why people have business plans.
Yes.
Before any business plan can come up, somebody already sat down, do the meditation, think,
Do the calculation,
do
do the
everything,
paperwork,
do the paperwork and everything.
research.
So people don't. You'll be so surprised that some of these people we are looking up to, some of them don't even have time to sit down and start thinking of
Planning like
this.
that.
People sell business plans to them.
Then I do.
They have think tanks.
They sell it to them. Can you handle it? Okay, get. They are they are well traveled. They know much. They have seen people. They have people who have the capacity. They just need sponsorship.
There are
Just
some others that venture that just put money into
yeah,
others' business.
just invest.
So
Just
the
invest
moment they see their plans
and allow someone
and
to
they cool with
allow
it,
someone to look after
yeah,
it
go good.
with an
Yeah, go good.
agreement. So that's how it works. It begins with you, within you, from your head. So nothing starts without passing through your brain.
Okay, let me ask this question. You said there are two types of fear:
Mm,
the negative one and the fear of God.
yes.
Okay, how can we use the fear of God to overcome this negative fear?
Using the fear of God to overcome the other one. Yeah, it goes hand in hand, because now you are giving me a contract. Do you get? You're giving me a contract, and I feel that this contract I'm getting, I don't have the whole capacity to carry out the project, and I have the fear of God. The fear of God in me will trigger me. There are other ways, but the fear of God in me will trigger me to say, who can I partner with that we can be able to successfully carry out this project? Then I think of MS. So it is the fear of God that makes me even have the mind to successfully deliver. There are people who collect money for project and abandon it. Then they say, let's go to court. Then when they get to court, they take a little change. They bribe lawyers, bribe this, bribe that, just to die down the case.
That's the end.
So now it begins from you. It begins with you, your personality.
From
So
within.
that's why business grow. Some people trust your business because of your personality. That person, now when you give him money, don't worry, just go and sleep, he will deliver. So it begins somewhere. You are not just wired like that. It's because there's a fear. The difference between someone who they pay and did not deliver, and someone who they pay and look for every means. Are you aware that there are people they will pay for a project, and maybe the work is not getting up to standard? They will use their personal money to make sure that the customer is satisfied.
The projects
And you have other people that they don't even want to start this themselves. Once you give them project, they just show you that they have started it. Then that's it. So it is something. It starts from within. It starts from the head. So there is a fear. There is something. There's a psychology. There's an orientation that is inside everyone. So it is how you are wired that will control your physical and your actions. So the fear of God will definitely lead you to doing the right thing. So if you don't have the fear of God, you can easily. There are other ways. There are
many ways.
There are other ways. So a lot of people,
ways.
you'll be so surprised that some people will tell you is if the money is huge. I've seen a couple of youth says, any owó tí o bá tiẹ̀ ti lè là mí mi lè jí. Owó tí o bá lè là mí mi lè jí. So why are you even thinking of stealing in the first place? So which means if they put you in a big place where there is opportunity,
that's money that cannot make me to
money that cannot prosper me.
I mean, I can't steal it. Money.
So people will say steal big money so that you can be going to court. You bribe this.
How do you undo the external pressure, like expectation from people, social media? Social media now is like a war. Like a war. Everybody wants to just showcase, show everything. So how do you meet up with that expectation? How do you do it?
Yeah, actually for me, I don't get pressured, because I believe every great thing there is a price that has been paid. A price was paid for every great thing, you see. So, and people have the ideology of this one is fake. People are doing fake life. People are doing this. No, even the fake ones too. They are expensive now, because fake things. You want to drive bigger ones. You want to do. So I just believe in what I can do at the moment. So the only thing that keeps me going is that I am contending with my yesterday, not any other person.
Be a better version of myself.
So I just want to improve. The only thing that can disappoint me, make me sober, is when I am still the same person as yesterday. So what I see online, every other thing, I'm never pressured. Whatever I have is what I shoot with. If there's need to rent, if I have the capacity, I rent. If there's need to buy, I buy. If there's need for me to use what I have, I just do what I can.
I think what you are trying to tell us is that the upcoming ones should not let the societal prayer to control them.
At all, in any
That
way.
that everybody must have his own focus. You must have something that drives you, not the public's.
You must stay focused.
Exactly.
You must have a driving to
Just have your own purpose.
purpose.
Know what works for you, and just do it.
Let me ask this question:
Okay.
how can someone build up a inner driving tools?
It takes the grace of God, though, because there are people that don't have that much capacity to think far. There are people like it's not one of his sharing. Like they don't use. It's not like they are trying to
Offend anyone?
offend anyone. Such people, when you employ them, you have to tell them what to do before they know what to do. There are people that are wired like that. It can be an inheritance.
Hmm.
Do you get? So
Very deep.
when you have the, it's not everybody that have the capacity to succeed.
Mm.
It's not everybody.
There
There-
are some people that they
there-
are born to
There are people like
they are
that.
born to be subordinates.
There are people who are wired.
They are
they are-
not there to lead.
Definitely, there are people that are wired to sleep at 8 p.m. and wake up 6 a.m.
Okay. How can such people? That means what you are trying to tell us now, the revelation I'm catching, or what I could deduce from what you are trying to. One, you must be able to understand yourself,
Just understand yourself.
and when you have an understanding of yourself, it will really help you.
That's when you can now do better. Yorùbá máa ń pa òwe kan, wọ́n ní tí ijọ́ tí wèrè bá ti mọ̀ pé wèrè ló ara ẹ̀ ti yá.
Alright, yeah.
So the moment you see the fault
Yourself.
in you, how come? Why can't I push harder?
You know the right things to do.
You know the right thing to do. Then, if you don't know the right thing to do, go and meet somebody who you admire. That's where mentorship now comes in. I have someone in my office right now that the dad intentionally brought him to me, that I need you to help me mentor this boy.
That means for every successful person,
You must have a mentor.
they have someone that mentors them.
Definitely.
You must.
You can't grow alone.
Can't go
You
alone.
need someone to grow. So you have to look at people who are doing better than you. Check who you want to become, and just follow. They say follow no road. Just follow someone that you know that is doing it right.
Okay. I would like to ask a question.
That follow who know road. Yeah. Who know road? Is it your road? Is it your road?
No,
Before you follow.
no, that's why I want to ask a question.
Okay.
That okay, some people they have a mentor that they don't have a personal relationship with.
Wait.
Oh, definitely.
That okay, this person is doing great thing. I want to become like this. And some people have a mentor that they have a personal relationship
With them.
because the natural meaning of mentors to me is someone that guides someone,
Emulate someone.
that someone you could emulate from, someone that you could talk to you and you will be
You obey.
you obey.
They can scold you if you do something
Now,
wrong.
now, in business, should we just have a model, someone we want to be like, or someone we have a personal relationship with? That okay, is someone we could talk to. Is someone that can checkmate someone. Is someone that can just come to your office and say, this is what we are doing. Why can't you do it like this? Someone that can add values to your work.
Number one, this is how I'm going to put it. You need the two. You need someone who is available, and you need someone who might not even be available.
From afar.
Somebody like me, I have people that I take, that I check them every day. I check their biography. I just want to see how they live their life, how they think. Such people, if I have opportunity of meeting their driver, I ask the driver questions. So it is not a must that
You
person
meet the person.
to meet the
You can
person.
meet the someone working for them.
You can actually ask questions, not questions like you want to come and rob them. You can ask some questions, and you can ask some
your
questions
your
that-
wristwatch will be fitting you more better.
you can also, growing up, I have a friend, very close friend, that when we see someone driving a very big jeep, it's always like, oh more, see waiting that guy dey drive.
Car.
And as he's thinking of waiting that guy, seeing his shoe, oh more, this guy wear any car.
Sit down in car.
As he's thinking of that, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of how rich will you be? What are the businesses you'll be doing that will give you the confidence to go and buy a car of 100 million? How much will you have in your account to give you that confidence?
To do that.
then you will see some other, there's class to everything.
Yes,
as
there's
he
levels.
as he's trying to analyze, look at what that guy wear, look at what that guy put on. There are Okada riders that will be looking at it, or other people that will be looking at that same car and be like, be silly, you won't make it.
About to walk around, tell you
Some people will even say, gbèsè àwọn tó yẹ pé tó bá kọlù pẹ̀lú mọ́tò wá kọlù bá fọ́lẹ̀ báyìí. Do you think that person did not think of that if you actually, that there's going to be accident when you buy a car? So it is the way. So sometimes there are people you just understudy. There are people you talk to, you go to go and ask them direct questions. There's a very very popular person that if I mention, everybody knows him in Ilorin. He's a very big businessman. I went to him one day. I said, "Sir, I want to start this also business, and I'm scared." What he told me is, wrote to me, "You can see that you are here now. We just opened this place yesterday. Everybody was here buying. It was like I'm the most successful person. And look at it now. We are feeling heat already because our generator just pack up. So I won't tell you not to start. Whatever you want to start, go and start. The challenges come, you face it.
You face it. Whatever you want to start it.
Just start.
Challenge comes, you face it.
So don't, if you imagine, think of the challenges of others, you will not start anything.
That means whenever you get to the bridge, you know how to cross it.
You know how to cross it. So he told me that day I was there and the generator was a Meccano gen, brand new one, pack up.
Busy.
And he said, look at it now. So that's all the money we make yesterday, we are selling it in it. And after they fix that one, they start running the business. Other challenges will still come. So, but he just wrote to me, anybody want to start, if you think it's worth it, just go and start. The challenges come, you face it.
That means when you are planning something, always have your mind in unforeseen circumstances that can occur.
You have your mind there. There are things you so for you to do something great, you know that there's challenges. Then you ignore and see the challenge. You know in your one hand that there's challenges, but you ignore it and focus on the positive side.
Like the challenges does not exist.
You just focus on the positive side. Then you can now start taking precautions for the challenges. You can take precautions.
Learning process.
You can take, but they will still come. No matter how you try to be a perfect person, they will still come. Have you seen a big company that has CCTV all around it? They employ people monitoring the CCTV, they have security everywhere, and they are still stealing their diesel. The diesel, they are still stealing their diesel.
Is not in the diesel house.
How did they manage to carry out diesel every day? Carry out diesel. So those challenges, and they did all those so that nobody will take it in. So challenges will come, you just face it.
Man got to do what.
Okay. Let me use this word. In the Bible says, only be of a good cheer because I've conquered the world for you. That means even though in the three religions, both the Christian, Islam, and the traditional, is that God does not promise us we won't have challenge.
Yes. Yeah, definitely there's
but he always gives us that at the end of every dark tunnel, there is always a light.
Definitely. So now every challenge, I posted something on my WhatsApp recently that if it does not kill you, it kills your fears.
Yes.
If it does not kill you,
if your challenge
kill
does
something,
not kill you,
if it does not kill you, it kills your fears. So I have a friend that I was lamenting to my friend that I did an investment, this and that. I had to quickly turn over the investment and I lost 1.3 million. This thing I'm saying now is just about 2 months ago. I lost 1.3 million to the investment, this and that. He said, don't you know that I sent a goods worth 19 million to Lagos. Someone bought it. I got a vehicle. I put all the TV and everything inside it. The car was in Oyo Road, had an accident, everything got damaged.
Jeez.
Yeah. Everything got damaged. So now guess what? He did not die, but those things got damaged. He was able to come out of it. He's still in the business. He's doing very well.
Move.
So now that kind of person now, if he's buying good worth 2 billion from China, shipping it through water to Nigeria, do you think he have not seen little challenges? He start from little challenges, so his mind is sealed up that anything will go happen, it go happen. So the only is just 2 ways: either the goods I'm buying for 2 billion naira get to Nigeria, I sell it and make 5 billion profit, or it collapse on water. So it's just 2. If you collapse on water,
challenges.
Just so that is you will be aggressive at some point in life. You'll be aggressive. So there's something I call aggressive investment, and that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Anything I want to do, once I checkmate it, that okay, so this thing is worth doing, I do it with everything.
Mm.
Aggressive, you have to be aggressive. At some point, something will get you angry. Just aggressive investment. So you see people that they have money. Do you know there are people that prefer to have money in their account? This 50 million, I'm keeping it away. I'm now a big man. 50 million. I see people that will blow 50 million in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Investing. Somebody will just come to them, sir, there's a land, this also place at Taiwo. If you buy it and you collapse the building, you level it up in 3 months, you can see somebody that will come and buy it times 2 of how much you buy it, you bought it. They will say, okay, good, send me the person, call my lawyer, forward the money, we are bring it down, level up from 3-story building, level it to floor level, fence it, we are market it. They will be waiting. Aggressive. So something have to provoke you. So until you see those challenges, you are able to break those barriers, then you become aggressive.
I love the clarification you made now,
Aggressive investment.
because some people when they heard of this aggressive investment, they will just think of putting all their resources into
And
something. You must be conscious. You must be conscious of what you want to. Because people just hear something and they apply it.
Not
They
like
don't know
not
that.
like CBEX. So
You must have at least 90% assurance in the
that
business
this thing is
you
not
want to do aggressively. You want to.
That's why I mentioned real estate.
Yeah.
You know, real estate, you buy land, is not, even if they cheat you, but the land is yours. Wait for the next 10 years.
Make your money.
Then you make your money back. So even if they cheat you, this land, agent have scammed me, they want to sell this land for 10 million and it now sold it for me 30 million. Wait for 20 years. You will sell it maybe
100
100 or more than that.
Mm.
So that, you know, they are strategic, you know, they are strategic investments one have to do. But you are, once you are to able to, you know, confront your fears, face your fears, overcome them. You know, once you overcome them, it does not even limit to business alone.
Yes,
Every aspect of life,
confront them.
every aspect
Face
of
it.
life, just face your fears.
Whatever you want to do it.
Just do it.
Challenge
If
comes,
it's
face
worth
it.
doing, just do it. The only thing is that do not take risk that your life is involved.
Involve.
Do not go and take loan and just
Squander it anyhow.
so just
Invest
start.
in business that you don't know. You
Don't
have
don't,
zero
don't
idea
take
about.
money and start investing what you don't know. I have a couple of people that have invested in businesses they don't know. It collapsed.
Yeah.
Does not even have to take a year. It takes, as you are building,
Some
it is
months.
collapsing already.
Yes.
Well, we really appreciate you for the little time you have spent with us.
Thank you so much, sir.
And our viewers today, one thing we have learned from our guest today is that in that your area of specialist, in your profession, just go and make it.
Yeah.
Challenges, always have it in mind that challenges will come.
Definitely.
And that is why they say in any business you are going, or any ideas the Lord has given unto you, you need to learn more about it. Because in every business, I always tell a lot of people, in every business there is always a secret about every business.
There's a secret to it. Yes.
And if you don't understand the secret,
If you don't
you
know,
are going to run loss.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Acquire the skill.
Acquire the necessary skill you need to be able to be successful in life. But have it in mind that challenges will come.
Definitely.
But knows when you get to the challenges, when you get to the bridge, let me use this adage, you are going to
cross the bridge.
cross the bridge.
Cross it. We really appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We really love your word and sincerity and originality of it. It's very, very. Can you share some your opportunity you have in this your field, that opportunity that already comes your way, and how do you use them?
To me, I being here today, seeing this my man, the host, is an opportunity, because I'm here. This is all about media. I'm here. I'm meeting him. So the major opportunity that media work has done for me is that it has given me the edge of meeting people. I meet people, meet a lot of people. So when I meet people, I learn. I don't need to ask them questions. Once I meet people, I just look at them. Sometimes if I'm able to stay within 2-3 hours, there are things you learn. You learn how people talk. There are ways rich men talk.
Compose.
You understand? There are ways.
Sure.
There are poise. There are things you learn. There are people you meet that you learn humility. There are people you
From
meet
them.
you learn different things. So what the opportunity media has given me so far is just connection to people, connect with people. I just connect, and how I'm able to utilize it is, when I connect with people, I want to drop a mark that you always remember me. Understand? So when I connect with you, there's something I just want to do that you always remember me. So it is there's is a term I call um servicing. You service your relationship just the same way you service your car. When you meet people, you service. You understand? This is MS. We might not be doing photography collaboration and all that, but there are ways we service ourselves. There are things I say, hey, MS is MS, I'll do this. You understand? No matter who I am meeting again, I don't know, MS. So there's always something as a business person. If you know you are really in the business to stay, there are things you need to do to service you, the relationship you have. You service it. Just the same way you service your car, your phone, you have to buy airtime. You are trying to service it. You understand? So you service the relationship. So I'm able to service the relationship I have, leverage on it, and those are the things that still bring food to the table.
Mm. That's deep. What advice will you give the to young ones? Because there's one video that gone viral online
Okay.
about a guy. Is it assaulting or insulting one elderly man at airport?
Okay.
They want to board a plane and something get to something sharp. They get involved in exchanging words. And this guy, let me say, Gen Z's in matters. This guy just assaults that old man. The man just stay alone in his own way, unknowingly to the man that man wear mufti casual way is the head of the security in that place. But the moment they get the guy, oh my God, it's the story for another day. What will you advise? And if you see this guy is like, we came here to board play together now. What you pay is what I pay.
Yeah.
I have money, you have money. You don't feed me. So they started to be talking anyhow. And unknowingly to them, they even, what advice will you give to?
Yeah, I'll just
people?
give anyone. I'm not so big to the extent of advising people, but at least
Yes,
if
yes.
anyone find this useful, it costs nothing to be humble. It costs zero naira to be humble. Wherever you find yourself, just be humble. There are mistakes youth like me used to make, is that a lot of people abuse access in the sense that currently I have people I call my friends, they call me friends too, but I will never use who for them. I'll never call them by name because I know how we met. How did we meet? I ran to them for support for Quara Got Talent shows and all that because I saw them as a bigger person. So now that they've given me that support, and over the year we've been together, we've turned friends. You understand? Some of the things that God has done for them, God has done it for me too now. But it does not, withdraw the fact that I went to them to lobby to make their boss. So I still use that boss. I still use that boss for them. Boss. I still give that respect from it. That respect from. So a lot of people get really comfortable
After
you understand this stuff. You discover that somebody you are training, somebody that you are training, because you now have camera bigger than your own, you have laptop bigger than your own, you now have big claim bigger than your own, then you now start climbing you. People get carried away. I am the type that I don't really like to get so much carried away. We don't abuse ourselves. So if I'm going to advise anyone coming up, I just say just be humble, because you can never be perfect, but it costs zero kobo just to. So I have a philosophy of saying they will know later. So when I meet people, I don't want them to know what I want in the first place. I'm not having the urge to let you know, saying I may be
who I am,
I get this, understand. So I just believe in you know later. So you can deal with me, and 3 months you don't even know what my capacity is. In fact, there are things I will not even remember because I don't put them on my head
till you mess up.
You understand? So a lot of youth these days just want you to know my word. I will let you know
who I am.
I will let you
what
know
I
who
can
I am.
do.
You understand? But at the end of the day, this thing you are saying you are today, people have been there. It's some people's past. It's what some people just you understand. So it's just reduce the urge to let people know what you're what. Just be humble. When you are humble, there are things that will speak for you automatically. So like this young man you're talking about right now, because everybody have access to phone, we believe there's freedom of speech, freedom of everything, but no, it does not work like that. You understand? You honor those who you. In fact, it costs nothing to see a young boy and say, "Welcome, sir." Yeah, welcome, sir. Costs nothing.
Cost nothing.
Costs nothing. So my advice to young people out there is, like
Be
me,
humble.
is just to be humble. Once you are humble, every other thing will fall in place. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your time for us. The word that really struck me in this everything we have been doing. One of it, let me say one of it, because there are many. You said whenever you want to start, whenever whatsoever you want to start, start it. Challenges comes, face
Face
it.
it. Just start.
If the challenges doesn't kill you, definitely
It will kill your
it will
fears.
kill your fears.
Yes.
Really appreciate.
Yeah, I'm really blessed with this conversation, and I pray God Almighty will continue to give you more wisdom and
Amen.
knowledge.
Amen.
I want you to tell our viewers at home what you do and how they can connect you.
Yeah, I'm into photography. I'm a businessman, so I'm into photography. I sell cars, and every other thing that is legitimate.
Okay, general merchant. According to my friends,
Every
general
other-
merchant.
every
General
other-
merchant,
every
yes.
other
We
thing
sell
that is-
everything, we buy everything.
Yes, we will buy. So if to reach,
Just call us.
to reach is just on Instagram, TGP Media _ promotion.
Okay.
So with that, once you open that page, you see everything we're doing. So with
On Instagram, on Facebook?
on Instagram, TGP Media _ promotion.
Okay.
On Facebook, call.
Facebook, I use my personal name for Facebook.
Oh,
Facebook is a
okay.
marketplace. But you can always reach out to www.tgpmedia.org.
Just come. Okay.
Okay.
.org.
The website scrolling down there, and you can access it, both the
Instagram
social
handle.
page and the website.
Thank you so
You
much.
can see it scrolling over there, and you can help us to follow. Let's encourage
And
people
patronize
that are
our
doing
boss.
good.
Oh,
Let's encourage people that are doing good
Thank you
things.
so much. Please
Yeah,
patronize us.
patronize
Please.
also. Patronize
Please.
also. We need to hit to. Thank you very much.
Thank you
We
so much,
appreciate it.
Avia.
And thank you for your time since morning. We really appreciate. Hope you enjoyed this episode in our Beyond the Frame by MS. We want you to tell us about your idea about this question. If you have contribution, if you have anything that is in your mind, probably question you want to ask our host, please. If we invite you again, will you still?
Oh, definitely.
Thank you. So if you have any question, you can ask, so we can get across to Mr. Rotimi to give us an answer to it. And before you know it, your business will move. And don't forget, whatever you want to start it. Challenges comes, face it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.